Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down exactly how Trade and Investment Bangladesh, founded by international trade specialist MD Joinal Abdeen, actually connects businesses with genuine buyers and sellers all over the world. You know, if your business is looking to expand internationally, you've probably figured out that having a stellar product is really only half the battle. The actual hard part? Finding partners you can truly trust in a super noisy global market. So that's exactly what we're going to unpack for you today.
So let's just dive right into the elephant in the room. Are you wasting time on fake international buyers? Because in today's digital age, dealing with unverified trading partners and, honestly, totally fake purchase orders is just bleeding valuable resources from businesses everywhere. The international marketplace offers these enormous opportunities, right? But the risks are just as massive. Every single year, thousands of businesses lose their time, their money, and their energy dealing with fraudulent companies, inactive importers, or intermediaries who just don't add any real value.
To navigate all of this, our roadmap for today covers 4 quick areas. 1. The Global Trade Challenge. 2. Introducing professional business matchmaking. 3. T&IB's structured matchmaking framework. And finally, 4. The measurable outcomes and benefits.
All right, starting off with Section 1, the Global Trade Challenge. Here's the thing. The modern global trade problem isn't that we lack communication tools. We have plenty of those. The issue is an absolute avalanche of unreliable information. It is incredibly tough to separate a genuine opportunity from a dangerous commercial risk. Think about it. Every international buyer is getting flooded with offers from suppliers globally. And on the flip side, exporters frequently jump into new markets without really understanding the product demand or the intense competition. Plus, even if you do spot a good company, actually getting on the phone with the real decision maker, like the import director, it can feel literally impossible. Moving right along to Section 2, introducing professional business matchmaking.
You really have to look at the stark contrast in how businesses try to solve this. The traditional way? It's basically a spray and pray approach, sending thousands of cold emails, buying these totally outdated contact lists, or just blasting random social media messages. That's prioritizing quantity over quality. And yeah, maybe you get a lucky lead once in a blue moon, but those methods rarely build sustainable commercial relationships. Professional matchmaking, on the other hand, flips the script. It focuses 100% on finding businesses with verified credentials and long-term commercial compatibility.
So what does that actually mean for you? Well, buyer-seller matchmaking isn't just basic lead generation. It's this highly structured business development process. It identifies, evaluates, verifies, and then connects compatible buyers and sellers. T&IB isn't just handing you a spreadsheet of random names. They evaluate production capabilities, dig into the market focus, and do real commercial research. The whole goal is to generate actual measurable value for you, not just hand you a stack of useless business cards.
T&IB has this great philosophy that really hits the nail on the head. They say, rather than helping businesses make more contacts, we help them make the right contacts. And that is huge. By mixing international market intelligence with their deep ties to chambers of commerce and government contacts, they make sure you're talking to the actual decision makers, the people whose commercial interests perfectly line up with yours. When global competition gets this intense, verified relationships are absolutely your biggest strategic asset.
Let's get into Section 3, T&I's Structured Matchmaking Framework. So how do they actually pull this off? It's a 9-step methodology, and the first half is entirely about research. Before anybody gets introduced to anybody, T&IB takes a deep dive into your business, your capacity, your pricing, your experience. Then, they assess the real market opportunity and demand. From there, they identify capable buyers, or, if you're the one buying, they find export-ready Bangladeshi manufacturers who actually meet international standards. It's all about laying down a rock-solid foundation first.
Now, I really want to pause here for a second, because Step 5, commercial due diligence, is absolutely crucial. This is literally your shield. International trade runs on trust, right? So T&IB rigorously verifies company registration, financial credibility, and export history. Doing this dramatically slashes the chances of payment disputes, misrepresentation, or reputational damage before you even sit down at the negotiating table. It basically wipes out the fake buyers and completely protects everyone involved from fraud.
Then we shift from research to the execution phase, Step 6 through 9. This is where the rubber meets the road. Forget automated online algorithms. T&IB manually matches businesses based on actual culture and capacity. They set up professional introductions, whether that's through a virtual meeting or an actual trade delegation. But they don't just introduce you and leave. They actively assist with the cross-cultural negotiations, help you with your proposal, and stick around to follow up, ensuring that the relationship succeeds long-term.
Finally, let's look at Section 4, measurable outcomes and benefits. So, what are the actual tangible results here? Well, it's a massive win-win. If you're a Bangladeshi exporter, this framework helps you find qualified buyers and break into new markets, which means you stop relying on just one or two big clients, seriously boosting your profitability. On the flip side, if you're a foreign company looking to source from a thriving market like Bangladesh, this takes away so much of the risk. You get to easily evaluate production capabilities and build supplier relationships you can actually trust, with an expert guiding you the whole way. The measurable results of this professional approach are just undeniable. We're talking faster market penetration and way higher conversion rates. Because you're leveraging T&IB's global network across major sectors like ready-made garments, pharmaceuticals, and IT, you get to completely skip that brutal, expensive trial and error phase. Think about how much money businesses burn on international flights, trade exhibitions, and bad marketing just to find one good lead. Professional matchmaking slashes those development costs while keeping you safe from commercial risks.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to ask yourself, can your business afford to just rely on chance in the global market? Will you keep searching endlessly, crossing your fingers, or is it time to partner with people who actually know exactly where the real opportunities exist? In global trade, success is just as much about who you know as what you sell. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into T&IB's matchmaking services today. Keep learning, keep growing, and I highly encourage you to think about how this structured approach could completely redefine your international trade strategy.